How did this one get by me? I really want to know. How did this get by me? I mean, I tend to watch my social networks pretty closely, especially Twitter. So whenever a band releases anything, I tend to know pretty quickly. Even if I don't tend to pick it up, I'll tend to look for it. But for whatever reason, Emily's Army's newest EP, Swim, just really went over my head, and I really didn't even know about it until last week. So let's talk about it, shall we? Let me start by saying this about Emily's Army. I'm a huge fan of both of their previous albums, and I can kind of see the direction that the band's heading, hence the style of this new EP. Don't Be a Dick, the original album, was a bit more on the punk side, but had a lot of pop-punk elements that felt a lot like Blink-182 or a kid brother to Green Day. Meanwhile, Lost at 17 tried to up the ante a little bit, being a little bit more mature, and again, still felt like they were in the shadow of Blink-182 and Green Day, much better bands than that they are. What I mean by style change is that the first thing that you'll notice is that everything's a little bit pop-ish. Everything's a little bit more on the upbeat side and not as aggressive or rebellious as their last two works. Hell, rebellious isn't even really a word you could have described their last album, but whatever. Now, one thing I can definitely say is that whoever their singer is, his name's escaping me right now, he's really improved. From being kind of squeaky on the last two albums, he's really tried to be a better singer, and, it works. He sounds okay, and I really don't have anything bad to say about him. Except the lyrics, which, I guess, just sound more like pop songs rather than punk songs. And that's probably the worst part about this album. It feels like a pop album. All the songs just feel like pop songs. They don't really feel like pop-punk songs. It doesn't feel like something that Green Day would write. It doesn't feel like something that Blink would write. It feels different, but I'll get to that in a second. Probably my only real song that I like on this album is called Ammonia and Bleach. It's much faster and more punky, but it's still got a lot of those really annoying, well, my girlfriend's gone pop elements that I've really grown tired of in pop music, or, pop-punk music. If you're very familiar with Green Day's side project band, Foxborough Hot Tubs, you should have no problem getting super easily adjusted to Emily's Army's new EP. It honestly draws a lot of attention from that. More of the Clash style, sort of pop, sort of punk, sort of whatever this is music. But it's not pulled off with such grace. Maybe it's because I just like Billy Joe Armstrong's voice better, but it just doesn't hit with the right intensity. I think it has something to do with the fact that the music on Foxborough Hot Tubs is upbeat, but the lyrics are dark, and so is the rest of the themes. This is all over just upbeat and just kind of too happy. Maybe it's just the mood I'm in, but it didn't hit with me. However, as far as that genre goes, they didn't necessarily fail. The production quality is very nice. I really like the effects the singer has on his voice. I like how the guitar sounds. Everything just sounds right, just not right for me. Which brings me back to the being in the Green Day shadow thing. Now, for the metalheads out there, Dave Mustaine was kicked out of Metallica, right? Well, imagine if Megadeth's first couple of albums were pretty much nothing. If they were just trying to copy Metallica, imagine how terrible it would be. Instead, they tried to forge their own thing while trying to improve upon everything that made Metallica great. I think that's what they're trying to do here. Just instead of trying to one-up Green Day, they're trying to one-up Foxborough Hot Tubs. Or maybe they're just trying to make their own kind of music. Who knows? Anyway, I did not care for Emily's Army's Swim. However, just because I did doesn't mean that you will not. It's very interesting, albeit not that great, pop-punky style Clash music, just with not what I want on it. I wanted something more along the lines of Don't Be a Dick or Lost at 17, not whatever this is. If they keep on this path, I probably may not end up buying any more Emily's Army's records, but there's always the chance that they could just go back to punk music, eh? Make an EP, cover the Dead Kennedys, that'd be cool. Anyway, this is the Grungy signing off. I forgot to add a score. I don't usually like to add scores because I think they make things stupid, but I don't know. 6. It's not that good. It's not that great. It's the middle. It's cool.